little make today. This is like a little trifold booklet. I'm not sure what the correct term for it is. It closes with sari silk that is attached to an eyelet right here on the front. And when you open it up, it has lined paper on the inside for journaling. And I did some stamping here. I used some of my vintage tape. And this is just regular ruled notebook paper that's been coffee dyed. And I used some stickers. And as you can see, this paper is very fragile, so some more vintage tape is going to be going there. I did some splatter stamping. This is another sticker. So this is a cool little thing to include in your journals for like private journaling space. You can tuck it down in a pocket or clip it to a page. So it's really cute. So let's go ahead and get some book page as our base. I'm using this vintage, very vintage music paper. And we're just going to trim it down a little bit. You can use whatever size paper that you want. There's no right or wrong size. And then we're just simply going to fold it. And I want this piece to not quite go all the way to the edge. So we're just going to fold it in thirds. Again, you don't need to measure this, just fold it. And this time, I'm probably going to tape down these creases just since this paper is so old, obviously, as we saw in this one. I'm just going to go ahead and tape these down using some of my vintage tape. Let's see. I'm going to use this. Oops. That's not good. And then just trim that off. And I have a video on how to make this tape if you haven't seen it, and I'll link that below. Just stick this back to the parchment paper and get another piece. You could do this on both sides, but I think this will probably be okay. We'll go ahead and refold that. Okay, and so there's our base. And then you want to get some decorative paper. We're going to do that outside first. And I'm going to be using this paper right here, which is in one of my kits, but if you want to do this project, I will include this on my Ko-fi site so you can download it and make one of these as well using this paper. So I'm going to make a mark where I want to cut that. I'm going to do this for all 3 sections. All right, so there's our first section. Our middle section. And I lost my pencil mark. There it is, right there. So there's our middle. And then the last panel. Okay. You don't have to do this part, but I'm going to ink around my edges, and I think I'm going to use scorched timber just for extra grungy look. Again, you don't have to do this, but I am going to round these outside corners with just the smallest . All right, and let's go ahead and ink around these. All right, so we're going to lay down our first panel. Actually, I think I want this to be my outside. Yeah. So we're going to round these 2 corners to match the base. And give those an ink. And this is just art glitter glue. Let's do the middle. So there's the outside. And for the inside, we're going to use some lined paper. So these are some of my lined papers. They are digital, and I will put that along with the collage paper that I used here out on my Ko-fi site, so you can download those. All right, I'm going to do the same thing again. We're just going to figure out where to cut these. Gonna round the corners on these, on this side, so that it matches that. And then I'm trying to avoid this part right here. Cut there and right there. We can use that in something else. Now on this one, I sewed around the edges of the lined paper, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll give this a minute to dry, and then I'm going to sew around, except on this one I'm just going to do a straight stitch, and then I'll come right back. Okay, this is all sewn around each of the 3 pieces of lined paper. This was I sewed these from this side, so now I'm just going to take a bone folder and just run it along these stitches here to flatten them down and make all those little holes disappear, or somewhat disappear. Okay. And guys, you don't have to do this sewing. I just happen to like the look, but gluing works just as well, as long as you get the glue out to the edges. All right, so that's all done. All right, so the next thing I want to do is put a little grommet here to put my sari silk. This is my middle right here. And I will add, even if you're using really vintage, fragile paper for your base like I did, once you get all of this stuff glued down, it does become a little more sturdy. This part right here is what you need to worry about. And since we've taped it on one side, we should be good to go. So let me go ahead and get a hole punched here for my grommet or eyelet. All right, so that's good. So now let's decorate. So this is what I did with this one. I'm going to go ahead and get some tape on that before I'm in trouble here. Well, this is good because it just adds to the decorations. Then we're going to run it up, rest of it up here on this side, and burnish it down. And we're back in business. That really looks good. It's what you call a happy accident. All right, so on this one, I've got 2 stickers right here and another sticker right here, so I'm just gonna keep it simple and try to duplicate that. Let's see. This is a sticker book from the Paper Studio, which you can get at Hobby Lobby. It is called, okay, it didn't have a name. Floral Sticker Pack. That's easy enough. Just gonna put that right there. And I just take very lightly and go around the sticker. It almost creates a little shadow around the sticker. Okay, and then we have a butterfly. I don't think there's... I like this little bird. So we're just going to put him right here standing on the flower. Again, go around him a little bit lightly with your dauber. And then here I have like a clear stamp. I just picked something kind of pink looking. Yeah, she looks good. All right. Stick her right down there in the corner. And again, I'm just going to go over her a little bit with my dauber. All right, and that's, you can add some things here, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to stay with that. And on the inside, I did a little bit of stamping. So I got this stamp from Amazon. And we'll just kind of replicate what we did. Lay that across there. There you go. And then across here. Cute, cute, cute. And now we just need some seam binding. Use this. And just take off more than you think you're going to need, because we need one side of this to be longer than the other so it can wrap around. All right, so we're going to take this long piece, wrap it around. And then I'll just cut this part off. And there we have it, and it took absolutely no time to make. And there's the cover. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, I'll leave the digital that I used here on this one and the lined paper. I will put both of these out on Ko-fi so that you can go and make one yourself. So if you enjoyed that, guys, please give me a thumbs up. It helps me so much. And if you're not subscribed already, I hope you will consider doing that as well. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.